So we're back for race 2, 18 laps, reverse top 10. So that'd be Turbo on pole, Platinum second, Brothers in third, Dark on fourth, Anonymous fifth, Jules sixth, and McMoby seventh, Sinister 8th, Renault in 9th, 10th will be Barcode, quickly Balatique, Truth, Tadpole, Cheetah. Everyone is ready, so we're going to get this going. It's fair we can do that. So I think we're going to start on board. Let's go with Barcode in 10th. He didn't get much air time in the first race because he drove away and won again. That's kind of what happens. So a couple more laps this time, probably about a 25-minute race, 18 laps of Indianapolis. We've got 16 solar, internet has died, so he will not be in race 2. Sorted that out. Got a loading screen which never helps. There we go. We're off. Barcode Renault from 9th and 10th, 1 and 2 in the last race. What can they do? Coming through the field this time round. Platinum goes down the inside of Turbo. Platinum takes the lead. So Bradders keeps hold of third. He's onto the back of Platinum. We're going to jump up there quickly with a bit of a move, but now he's out wide onto the gravel. He's going to lose out there. Cheetah, Truth, Tadpole with a bit of a fight. Cheetah looking to come down the inside. And Balatique gets a move on. Barcode contacts ahead. Like Anonymous and Sponge, Tadpole's been caught up in it as well. I think they'll keep going though. Not that much going on. Let's go up to the front. Let's see what's going on from Darken's point of view in third. Yes, nice little fight here. Bradders in front, then Turbo, Platinum leading. All there in 5th. Not a lot spread across this field though in qualifying, to be fair. Just over a second. Jules looking round the outside of Darkham. Jules' car's got pace down the straight with a bit of a contact. Lucky that didn't spin Darkham round there. Platinum's still leading. We'll take that. Platinum's had a couple of wins in B lobby, so it's nice to see him up here in A lobby. Say that he's definitely been close enough. Oh, Jules makes contact. Sinister now on the back of Dark, and Sinister shoves it down the inside. Sinister up to 5th place. Further back, Cheetah's up to 7th. Lots of cars in the pits on lap 1. We've got Quickly, Tadpole, Barcode, Renault, McMoby and Anonymous all in the pits. Big old train of cars over the lead at the minute. On board with Dark and still behind Sinister. We're going to go up to Bradders in third. There he is. Turbo still looking all over the back end of Platinum. Just can't find room to get through. This was a bit of the story of race 1 for these two. They had a good hard battle. Good to see it again. We're going to go up to Turbo in second. Let's get a good view of what's going on. A battle for the lead. These two start at the front row. They've got quite a nice lead. So that Bradders is coming back pretty quickly. Turbo now alongside Platinum. He would have the line into turn 1. Right on the brakes there. Contact. Turbo does just nudge in front. Platinum will come back on the inside of turn 2. Turbo is through. Bradders is now having a look at Platinum as well. And Bradders send it down the inside. A little bit of a touch. It's fair. Jules stuck in, just tucked in behind as well. Sinister getting on the back of the action as well. Bradders and Platinum side by side. Second and third. Jules got a good line coming into the inside maybe. Not quite. Then go back to Sinister in 5th. At the back of this little fight as we get down the back straight. Platinum, Bradders, Jules. Sinister just tucked in behind, ready to pounce on any of them. Bangs on. Sinister gets a much better drive there. When these three are fighting, he's going to get bogged down as well. Darken tucks in behind Cheetah, closing with Balatique. Let's go up to Bradders in third. He's lining up Platinum here surely down the start finish. No, Bradders peels in. Probably not a bad move. Darken peels in the pits as well. I do like this pit lane. You just basically just floor it. A few cars in the pits. Oh, it's contact. Darken rear ends Bradders in the pits. That's a terrible move. Unbelievable. Balatique. I was meant to go up to Sinister actually because still looking at this back. I say battle for the lead really because there's Turbo there in the lead. He's only there. Platinum second, Jewel third. Sinister in fourth. Let's look at the cars that have pitted. 15th is Anonymous, he got tangled up with Tadpole. 13th quickly, 12th McMoby. 11th is Barcode, Renault. Just about to get out of the pits in front. No! Side by side with Darken. There's Barcode as well. So was pitting on lap 1. Best tactic. They've got out of traffic but soon straight back into it. And Bradders is a hard racer. Watched him a lot in the M3 series, the Volvo series. You know, he took the fight to Solar quite well there. In one race at Laguna he held off Solar for 16 laps. Just from epic defending. Got done on the last lap. Let's go back up to Jewel in third. Closing in on Platinum down the straight. Turbo's got a little bit of a gap now, or Jewel has a little look. Platinum well aware. Better line though, might get a better drive into turn 3. Hangs it out wide. I like this line, sort of slingshot yourself into the, get two wheels on the curb, power out, as Solar would say in his many guides that he does. Go back to Renault and Bradders. Gap back to Barcode, I think that's Darker alongside him. Renault sends it down the inside. Bradders does enough. Renault would have a better drive but loses traction on the exit. That'll cost him a little bit. Renault has a look, a little lunge down the inside but just to check up brake wise. Definitely a good little fizz. Great little battles. Race 1 and so far in this one. This one between Renault and Bradders. This could go a long way. Barcode is caught up now in the back. There's Cheetah in 10th. 11th is Darken. So the guys that pitted last lap straight back out in the mix of this. Barcode now having a look at the back of Renault. Would he send it down the inside? Not. Probably hang on and line up Renault down the straight if he can. But at the same time, Renault, oh, he might stick it down the inside, loses traction, little bit of contact. Barcode will lap this up though, straight down the inside. Moves up into 8th place. Renault just losing out, lack of traction there. All the chicanes. Cheetah in 10th behind. Barcode now. He's down low. It's for Bradders, a lot more speed. Renault's coming as well though. On lap 6 of 18. It's just edging the car across. Barcode comes across the nose. Renault looks to line a pair of them up down the inside. Certainly gets Bradders. A bit of contact now. Renault will have a look at Barcode, but not quite. Renault takes a bit of grass. Cheetah down the inside of Bradders behind. It's a great little fight. This is what I've been waiting for. It took a while, but we got it. Bradders in 10th. Looking down the inside of Cheetah. Loses outside there. We'll have maybe a look down inside, not quite. Tucks back in, there's Darker behind, bit of contact again. McMoby catching on the back as well. Let's go up the front, car in the pit, Sinister. So Turbo still leads, second is Platinum, third Sinister, fourth Jewel, and a Teak that's pitted, sixth is True for the moment. To Cheetah in 10th. OTRs all over the back of him. There's quickly McMoby and Darken. back up to Brad to see if he can do anything to Renault. Not really. Barcodes drove away again. But Sinister's leaving the pits now. So I'm going to jump on board with Renault. I've got a feeling he's going to come out right in amongst this lot. Sinister's out in front. We're joined to the 6th. Line of cars behind. So Sinister rejoins on lap 7. Out in front of Barcode, Renault, Bradders, Cheetah, 3 OTR cars. Let's go up to Jewel and Platinum. Start finish ish on the bank anyway. Platinum peels into the pits. Dual free air. Let's go back to quickly in 13th. Who's on behind Cheetah? Cheetah's lost a couple of places to McMoby and Darken, so quite sure what's happened there. Maybe a little bit of contact or possibly a sim twitch. Just hanging on. It's a better line through most the last real corner of the lap. Beginning to spread out these guys a little bit. Platinum pitted from 2nd. Let's see where he rejoins. You see a line of cars coming down the straight. He could join the middle of this as well. Where's Platinum? Sinister's through. Platinum's going to get out in front of Renault, who's in turn got in front of Barcode. So I'm not sure what happened to Barcode either. Bradders is now on the back of them. Barcode, this is 7th and 8th. Moby taking a little bit of a wide line there. Probably Cheetah will get through. Does. Cheetah back up to 11th. Darken in 10th. So leading this race currently is Sinister, I would say. Leader of the pits. Platinum out in 2nd. He's going to have a Renault for company though. Pretty quickly. We're nearly halfway through. All over the back of Platinum. That's just helping Sinister out though. These two fighting. Sinister will probably be praying that Platinum can hold up Renault and Barcode just to give him a little bit more breathing space. See if Renault can get the move done. Start finish. Starting lap 9 of 18. Right, Platinum goes defensive just down the middle of the track. Renault will hang that out as wide as he can, try and switch inside. Does get the line, he'll have to go around the outside of turn 2 if he's going to do it. No. But he will have a lunge now for sure. Should get this to stick. Platinum will have better drive. Still hanging in there, Renault. This is great racing again though. Lobby has lived up today. Last week was dull. This week it has been very entertaining. All this battling has done has put Barcode right back in the mix now. Sinister's getting his wish. Turbo's pitted. He's back out in the lead now. Turbo's got a chance here. Definitely. Add pacey brakes, man. Just got caught up. Like I said earlier about the... I don't want to say anything about other people's tunes, but apparently the GTR tune felt slow off the line, but very, very good elsewhere, and it's showing in this race. Definitely so. Truth in the pits, he should be joined probably, I'd say, in and around McMoby 13th. Renault again, Barcode just behind. There's just nothing in these cars down the straight, but that's good. Barcode. No, Renault later on the brakes, gets through, run deep though on the exit. Barcode may get slipped through on the outside, does. He's around the outside of turn 3 now. Renault's got to hang on. Just about, a little bit of contact, but nothing untoward. Well, looks like dual 5th place front. Hang on, I've lost my bearings here. Who's where? I've very much lost my bearings. I'm on with Renault. Yeah, the positions have all gone mad. Platinum's in 8th, yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that is Duel in front, Sinister there. So Turbo's still first of those that have pitted, so in theory it's leading the race still. That would put Sinister in second, Duel in third, Renault in fourth. Barcode there just behind. That's Platinum in 8th. Good fight, let's go to Barcode, he's definitely gaining on Renault now. Lap 11 of 18. Has flown by this race. It's been a good one. Just like race 1, Barcode around the outside. And Renault going at it. Renault hangs on. These two fighting though does just give breathing space for Turbo, Sinister and Duel. Right, for their 3rd, 4th and 5th, but I think once Teak and Truth pit, might be a different story. Let's go Bradders. Is he catching up to Platinum again? That battle from race 1, not quite yet. We've got to stick with Barcode and Renault. This is the fight. Doing anything Renault to break the slipstream. Barcode will just follow. They're both catching up though, the 3 in front. See, that gap has shortened a lot. These two will push each other. Well, literally Barcode is pushing. Hold on. Well, I just flicked down to Discord then. It's just, hang on, I'll look up and Renault's gone. There's a bit of an issue going on in B lobby. Bloody hell, I wish I didn't look down now. Ah, well, Renault's down to 9th. I've missed that. I'll have to look at that on the stream. Well, I'll never watch me on the stream, but I might have to now. Let's go back to Darken in 11th. I was enjoying that battle. I've just missed what happened. Never mind. I missed it, but no one else missed it. That's the good thing. Or the bad thing for Renault. It does release Barcode though. He's in 6th. Next up row is Duel. Balatik's in the pit. Truth is leading yet to pit. Quickly hunting down Darken. Turbo. Who's Turbo? Sinister there behind Duel. Where did Balatik come out? It's hard to say because Falls have won't sort itself out. Renault's in 9th, Bradders in 8th. Let's see. Platinum in front of him again. Oh, Balatik come out in 6th place just in front of him. Up to Platinum. Let's see if he can make a move on Balatik. See up in front, Barcode. He's getting close to Duel. 3rd place is Sinister. In turn, he's getting close to Turbo. Let's jump up to that. Here we go. Truth crosses the line at start lap 14. He's the only car yet to pit. See if Sinister can get anything done on Turbo here. Turbo effectively is leading a race. Unless Truth's doing some mega laps. I know he's not been on Falls or not lately, so no disrespect, but He has got clean air though. Will count for something. So there's Jewel, there's Barcode just behind. Turbo will want to hang on. And further back, then the Tadpole 15th, 14th Anonymous, 13th but Moby, 12th quickly, 11th Dark and Cheetah in 10th, 9th for Renault, 8th for Bradders, 7th Platinum, who's all over the back of Balatique now. Let's jump onto that. Literally all over the back of him. We'll try and line this up. Let's go back up. Let's go back up. I think we will. Let's go up to Sinister and Turbo. Battle for, in theory, first place. GTR Turbo, Sinister behind. Place Barcode Truth yet to pick on that 15 of 18. Barcode there in 4th. There's a bit of a gap. Definitely forming. Yeah, let's see Barcode in the background there. Turbo breaking the slipstream. Sinister's gaining down this straight though. Turn 1. Gap closes, but not enough. Let's jump back to Bradders in 8th. Now caught up to back of Platinum. Balatique, Renault just there in the background. Cheetah there in 10th place. Renault just poking his nose in there. This could be a nice little fight, this, I think. Balatique hanging on to 6th. There's Platinum in 7th. Bradders in 8th. Renault 9th. Cheetah in the background there in 10th. To see how close everyone is in front. Bit of a gap between Turbo and Sinister. Then, well, it's Renault. Renault sticking his nose in on Bradders. Pair of them catching up behind Cheetah there. Be sniffing an opportunity here. On board with Cheetah in 10th. Get a good view of what's going on in front of him. Renault is closing the gap on Bradders. Truth in the pits. So we know that means Renault, is he getting anywhere? He moves up to 8th with Truth in the pits. This little train continues. Turbo leads. Sinister in 2nd, 3rd is Barcode, 4th for Jewel. And Renault loses the back end. Cheetah going around the outside. Try and hang on. More further up, looks like Balatique's made a mistake. Looks like a bit of contact between Bradders. Wow. Balatique's lost 2 places. Bradders gets through for 5th. Platinum shoves it down the inside. They're going at it. Balatique won't give this up either. Pretty much 3 wide. Down the back straight. Cheetah in behind. Renault behind him. Platinum lets off. Oh no, just earlier on the brakes to get a better line. That was a nice move there from Platinum. Nearly pulled it off. There's Renault and Cheetah side by side in the background going for the chicanes. Cheetah gets through for 8th. A lot of little fights going on here. Let's go up to the lead. Sinister. Looking at the back of Turbo now. Back across the line for lap 17. Sinister sniffing a chance to get a win. Turbo will do all he can to prevent that happening. Turn 1. Got to go back to this lot. In fact, we've got to go up 2 spots. We've got to go up Platinum. 7th place. Bradders. Contact everywhere. A lot though. There's 3 of them going into a turn with 2 laps to go. I do expect it to get a little bit dicey. Bit of a touch there from Cheetah, sends Platinum wide. Cheetah's got Renault, Balatique all over him. This is a crazy last couple of laps. Cheetah ragged. Trying to just hold off Balatique. He's up to 6th now. Renault doing his bit as well in 8th. Platinum loses out a few places there. I feel that was a bit unfortunate for Platinum there. A couple of little contacts have cost him a few places. Balatik looks to send it down the inside of Cheetah. Cheetah hangs on. Bradders is forming a little bit of a gap in 5th. Back end flying out a little bit again. And just sniffing any opportunity. A good little race heading now to start the final lap. There is a fight. Well, there's these two. There's Turbo and a bit of a gap now. Turbo's done well. We're going to go on to Balatik in 7th. Look back. There's Renault. There's Platinum. Cheetah's got a little bit of a gap. Just spread themselves out a little bit. But they can all easily bunch up in these corners. Renault. The brakes on Balatik to send it down the inside of turn 2. Balatik will hold inside line for 3. Forcing Renault to go round the outside. Platinum back down the inside though. Then Renault's looking to go down the inside of him with 3 wide to turn 6. This is super stuff. And I think Platinum looking down the inside again. Renault loses out. I think we'll have inside line going into the next corner. Gets back in front. Platinum may have better drive though. Check what's going up the top. Sinister and Turbo close. Turbo makes a little bit of a mistake. Sinister might get the run here. Well, Turbo's got to defend now. He's a little bit squiggly coming out. A little bit of contact. Oh, these two could lose out, both of them. Turbo's twitching. Sinister's waking up. Oh, no. That is going to allow Barcode through for a win. Turbo will... Well, good stuff from Sinister to let Turbo back through. It was unfortunate that happened. It really was. Turbo tried to battle out of that in the end. Barcode wins, 2nd for Duel, 3rd for Sinister, 4th for Turbo, 5th Bradders, 6th Cheetah, 7th Balatik, 8th for Platinum, 9th for Darken, 10th for Quickly. Renault lost out down to 11th in the end. 12th, 13th for Moby, 5th, 14th for Tadpole, and Anonymous decided to pit. That was quite a race. Unfortunate what happened at the end between Turbo and Sinister, but it happens. There's Anonymous, good pit. I think we did JPS proud there with that. That was some good racing there. Dicey, hard work for me to keep up with it. Just trying to find out who got the quickest lap. 22.5, I think, clean for Balatik, 7th place. That's what it looks like to me anyway. So we'll have a rundown of what happened there. Barcode, out of nowhere, somehow wins race 2 as well. Duel picks up a 2nd. That's his best result of the season. Turbo, well, it's his best result of the championship so far, but really it could have been a win. Sinister picks up a 4th. They tangled on the bank on the last lap. Sinister felt he was at fault, so let off to let Turbo through, but I think looking at it, it was a mixture of possibly both. I don't know, I flicked onto it late. Cheetah comes home in 6th place, just behind Bradders in 5th. Balatik 7th with the fastest lap. Platinum, good debut in A lobby to be fair. He's had a couple of wins in B. Picks up an 8th. Darken in 9th. 10th place for Quickly. 11th place for Renault, who by the sounds of things in Discord got slightly caught up with Barcode. McMoby brings home the 12th. 13th for Truth. Good return for him back in A lobby. Deadly Tadpole brings over 14th or 15th for Anonymous, and we only had 15 runners. So his internet died and he's declared a drop round, which is fair enough. And so what a great race that was. We move on to, you know what, I hardly remember when we move on to. It's Road America next week. So be sure to check that out. We've got the McLarens Thursday night from McLaren F1 GT, that is, from Nürburgring GP on Thursday. V8 Supercars return on Saturday from Watkins. And the full showcase series next Monday is a transit van around Silverstone National. to all of them races. Catch you next time, whenever it is.